He had a cute cat named Dina.
Cutest cat named Dinah. Oh, you mean Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan, that's right. That was his name. How could I forget that? Are you satisfied with the service I provided? What? Oh yeah, that was great, thank you. I'm only happy if you're happy. That's kind of sad. Tell me about it.
Okay, so we know his name. Perfect. Let's go back to the first other me. Welcome back, everyone. So last time we spoke with 6 customer service representatives. We asked each of them if they remembered the name of our neighbor, of Amber's neighbor from the city. None of them could remember who he was, but each of them asked us a question that went to further help us identify who the neighbor was. So those questions were, he had a wife, what happened to her? There was something wrong with him, what was it? He used to hang out at a dive bar, what was the name of the bar? Which apartment did he live in? And his wife used to make cookies, what kind of cookies? So we found out the type of the cookies, we found out which apartment he lived in, and we found out his name. So I did make some notes just last time I was editing. I just kept tabs on which questions were asked in which rooms. And I don't remember what we said to this lady in the center room, so I'm going to talk to her one more time. Oh, it was the central. Oh, okay, it was her who asked us what his name is. Okay, so we know what his name is. I'm going to tell it to her. But just, if it's going to let us answer all the questions, then I want to do that too, just for the sake of getting all the details.
Mr. Morgan? It was, wasn't it? I remember now. He was that heavy smoker, that guy. Remember? I don't think I ever saw him without a cigarette. That's right. And he was really lonely. He wasn't lonely. He had a wife. I can vaguely remember her, but she would bake these cinnamon cookies for the kids, remember? I guess. I remember that cinnamon smell now that you mention it. Mr. Morgan, that's right. Now you just have to find out what happened to him. All right. I'll take a stab in the dark here.
Okay, good. We're back on track. Oh, here's a new question, though. He moved to Montenegro. He was actually a ghost. He joined the birdwatchers of the world with Ted. I don't know. Okay, so
I don't know. Well, go and find out.
So we have to find that out as well. Okay, anyways. Okay, right middle. So we'll answer the question about the cookies.
Hello again. No, not yet. Oh, that's right. That was his name. Did you find out if he had a wife? Oh, yeah. He did, apparently, and yes, she used to make these cookies for the kids in our building. What kind of cookies? I still remember the smell. What was it?
They were cinnamon.
Cinnamon. She used to make cinnamon cookies. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Those were so great. Yeah. Oh, no. What is it? I remember now. I think his wife passed away. She was sick and bedridden for some time, and one day she just died. That's right. Poor guy. He was heartbroken. I remember now. Yeah, such a tragedy. Well, this took a dark turn. Anyways, thank you. You were very helpful. No problem, miss. If there's anything else, please let me know.
Okay, so now we know what happened to his wife, and it was at the end of the hall on the right is where they asked that question.
Hi, did you find out if he had a wife?
Okay, she passed away.
She passed away. Oh no, what happened? She was sick. Poor guy. I bet he was devastated. I guess that's why he... What? Would spend his days in that bar down the street. I guess he didn't feel so...
What's the name of it?
Yeah, I guess he needed to be around people. What was the name of that place? It's on the tip of my tongue. I think it was Long Gone Day, miss. Oh yeah. Anyways, thank you. See you later. Bye, miss. Don't hesitate to ask for assistance. We're only happy if you're happy.
Only happy if you're happy. Has to be said in that super sarcastic voice, though, or it doesn't work. Okay, the middle door on the left is where they asked about the bar. That's why you always keep notes.
Hey there, you. Did you remember the name of the bar?
Long Gone Day.
The Long Gone Day?
Oh yeah, you're right. Funny name though.
So, yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
Well, you see, after his wife died, he would spend his days there. I remember him as being a heavy smoker. After his wife died, he picked up another habit.
Oh no, poor guy.
Yeah, he would always come home late at night and he could barely walk.
I feel so sorry for him. What happened to him?
I can't remember, but I have a feeling if you're hoping for a happy end, you'll be disappointed.
I have to find out. I need to know what happened to him.
Sure, I'll be here if you need my help.
Okay, so he was a smoker, and then when his wife passed away, he started smoking more heavily, and then he also developed a drinking problem. God, this is so sad. And that'll be the second last question, and then we have to go back to the central hallway and answer that lady's question again, the second one she asked us. So the left door on the far door on the right is where they asked about what was wrong with him.
How could you say that?
Say what? What did I say?
About our neighbor, that something was wrong with him.
I didn't mean anything by it, miss. It's just, I remember him being a bit, well, weird.
He was just lonely.
I guess. Loneliness does weird things to people.
So sad.
It really is. But can you pinpoint what it was that seemed off about him?
Okay, he had a bit of a drinking problem.
He had a bit of a drinking problem.
Oh, that's right. It all started after his wife passed away. He would spend his days in that dive bar down the street. What was the name?
The Long Gone Day.
Long Gone Day, that's it.
Oh, what is it?
I remember now.
So, what happened to him?
I'm sorry to say this, but, well, he died.
Wait, really? Poor guy. What happened?
There was this accident, and I think it's best if you talk to my supervisor about that.
Are you kidding? Tell me.
He came home one night, and he was drunk. I remember hearing about it somewhere. Apparently he fell asleep with a cigarette and his apartment.
Oh no.
His apartment caught on fire.
Caught on fire.
The fire department couldn't do nothing about it. They were too late.
That's terrible. Such a tragedy. How come I don't remember any of that?
I really don't know. But please, miss, talk to our supervisor. She might be able to help you remember.
Fine, I'll talk to her. She's not exactly the nicest.
She can be difficult, but you have to understand she's been here the longest.
Okay, I'll go and talk to her. Thank you, by the way. You were very helpful.
Glad I could help, miss. Such a sad story.
It really is.
Alright, goes full circle. Now we can talk to this lady again. That's so hard though, I couldn't imagine. Like, you spend your whole life with someone and then they die. Like, what do you even do? What, like, even is your life after that? Like, I couldn't imagine not being able, just like one day I can't talk to Axeman anymore.
Oh, Miss Outside. Did you find out what happened?
I did.
So, what happened?
He died. He fell asleep with a cigarette and his apartment burned down.
Sadly, that's right.
Why did you make me do this?
It's for your own good.
It doesn't feel good.
Not all good things feel that way.
I can't.
Listen, isn't it a bit strange you forgot all about that?
It's very strange. You think I forgot on purpose?
No one can forget on purpose. You forgot because it was easier. It just happened.
So, what now? Do I need to find something else for you, or...
I believe it's called fugue state amnesia.
What's going on? Did you... Hey, where'd you go? What just happened?
Fugue state amnesia, it's when your mind, something so incredibly traumatizing happens to you that your mind protects you by just like erasing a section of your memory. It can be reversed, but it's extremely delicate. Actually, fugue state might not be right, but this is a type of amnesia.
Oh my god, no. That was still close. I shouldn't have made us in the first place. I know. It's just... Bananas? It's not funny, Tom. doctor. Thank you so much. I... Was she difficult? She's terrified of needles.
Hmm. Oh gosh, where are we now? This just keeps getting like crazier and crazier.
This is our old apartment. Is someone here? Mom? Dad? Flint?
Home at last. Coffee table.
Flint showed me how to draw right there.
Hmm.
I
Sofa.
miss this sofa.
That's Flint's room. We're not gonna go in there yet. Save the surprise for
just
last.
to think about the dishes.
I've noticed this effect they have in this game where there's like these like dust particles that fall from the ceiling. I noticed it was in the other rooms as well. It's kind of cool. Okay. Wait, let's walk over here. I want to see if it's a panoramic room this time. Okay, doesn't look like it, so we're just going into Flint's room, I guess. Oh no.
What are you saying?
Mom, what does this mean? Where is Flint? Where is he?
My baby. Amber. Where are you?
Mom, Dad, what's going on?
It's okay. What happened? I got my son.
No! Flint! Go get him! Why are you standing here?
Get that kid out of here. It's not safe. Sir, we need to get him to safety. Mr. Langdon found the Yes, of course. Amber, we have to go.
No, please! Dad, we have to find him! We can't leave! We have to find him!
I'm noticing a lot of familiar lines and events here. That red Fesh tore a piece of red fabric off the fireman's sleeve. The fireman said so sorry the way Brian did. The fireman called her Little Miss like everybody else is calling her. So she took the events of the fire and her mind as a defense mechanism turned it into just an imaginary land where she could feel safe. And there's the red man. Uh-oh.
You want it back. This piece of you, don't you?
Oh gosh, we're like going back and forth between them.
Don't come any closer. I have a sword, and I'm not afraid to use it.
God, I don't know what's going on here.
You're not so bad. It was me who made you into a monster. You exist because of me, because I refuse to accept. You want it back, this piece of you, don't you?
God, I don't know what's going on here.
Stay away.
Kind of seems like you get the option to like attack him or make peace with him. I'm gonna go with the red cloth.
You're not so bad. It was me who made you into a monster.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
I remembered
He's
everything.
gone.
I understand now, at least, that it wasn't my fault. Sometimes life is unfair. Ted taught me that. If I hadn't eaten that cookie, we would have been home when it happened. Maybe Flint would have gotten out okay, but maybe someone else would get hurt. No one can know that. All I know is that I miss him so much. I thought if I pretend he's just hiding, that maybe, I don't know, that maybe I could see him again somehow. I didn't feel so helpless anymore. Somewhere along the way, I got lost in my own fantasy, and it got difficult for me to stop pretending. Mom and Dad told me so many times it wasn't my fault, but I wouldn't accept it, and I know now that was wrong. You can't outrun sadness, so there's no point in trying. The only way to get over something is just to face it head on. I guess in his own way, that was what Red was trying to do. He was destroying this fabrication I made around myself in hopes of reaching me. But it was only when I lost Ted too that I got the strength to stand up to him. And I see now it was what he wanted all along. I know I'll never see Flint again, and it makes me sad. But as Ted once said, life gets sad sometimes. All I have to do is push through, and happiness will find me again. I need to get some sleep now. I'll be wiser tomorrow. After all, it's going to be a brand new day.
So I was gonna sum up the game by saying something very much like that, but I think the game did a much better job of it for me. Oh. Everything's in color now. So that's kind of what I thought the whole time, is that Flint died. Like, he died a long time ago, and her mind was just repressing it. So yeah, I think the overlying theme of this game is just kind of like the transition from childhood to early adulthood / adulthood. So yeah, and Amber in particular, she was just there was just this horrible tragedy was just kind of forced into her life, and she had a hard time coping with it, but then in the end, like, it was really hard, but found a way to actually come to terms with what happened, and found a healthier way of coping with it that didn't involve just losing herself in this, like, fantastic kind of dream world. Alright. Well, this was an incredible game, and I hope you all liked it. Suggestions in the comments. If you guys have any other thoughts or theories on the game, please feel free to put them in the comments. If you have any suggestions for a next game, please put that in the comments as well. Right, and for now, thanks for watching, thanks for being a player too, and until next time, don't get scared without me.